Hello Scorpio, and welcome to your reading for the week of January 23rd through 29th, 2024. If you are returning to this channel, welcome back. It's good to have you here again. And do remember to give this video a thumbs up and leave me a comment if you so choose. And if you have not subscribed and you would like to, please consider subscribing, hit the bell notification so that you don't miss any of these videos. If you're new to this channel, welcome. I hope you do find these videos helpful. And also, if you do like this channel, please subscribe, hit the bell notification, leave me a thumbs up, and let me know if you choose what you think in the comments. This is a reading if you are a Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Moon, Scorpio Rising, have another significant Scorpio placement. And let's see, what else did I want to mention to you before I get going? Yes, down in the description below, I do have a donation link for my PayPal. If sometimes people have wanted to donate to this channel. And so if you would like to do that, obviously nobody's obliged to do that. That link is down below as a PayPal link. And also there's a link to my website, liminalreiki.com. The business is actually called Transition Life Coaching. And that is also on Instagram, transition.life.coaching. Where I will do daily oracle card readings, usually the Essential Oil Oracle, which I will show you at the end of this video. I usually pull a card just to tie the reading together. And I also do live streams, videos, and post other content there. So, and it's also on Facebook, Transition Life Coaching, just 3 separate words. So yeah, so that's down in the description below. So if you're new to this channel and do not know how I do readings, I use the 12 houses of astrology, and I always read using the cartouche system by Murray Hope. I believe this is out of print now, but I've been using this for a lot of years. And I will clarify this reading with a tarot cards. And the tarot deck I'm using this week is MJ Culinane's Guardian of the Night Tarot. And as I mentioned, the Essential Oil Oracle, we will pull a card from that at the end. Okay, so let's start at the beginning. Aries energy. Okay. This is the first house, so this has to do with you, your personality, how you present yourself to the world, how you want to be seen, how others see you. Okay, so we have Lotus with the Queen of Pentacles. So Scorpio, you're definitely being seen as somebody people can be comfortable with. Queen of Pentacles has a soft, almost earthy kind of vibe. And there's a sense here of somebody who is grounded. With Lotus, there's definitely the sense of being peaceful or having peace of mind. Now, sometimes these things can show up if you're not feeling this way. This may be telling you that you want to center yourself and you want to be grounded, okay? So if you're not feeling that way, this is saying that's definitely the mode you want to move towards right now. But this is suggesting that this is how you are coming across to others right now, that you are definitely in this mode of trying to remain centered and grounded in the things you do and the choices that you make. Second house is Taurus, so this is financial. It's Venus energy and has to do with not only your money, your personal finance, but also your possessions and also potentially your values. Okay, so we have Anubis with the King of Cups. Now, the first thing that jumps into my mind is restraining yourself on emotional spending. Anubis has to do with protection. So this may be about setting boundaries, about feeling protected financially, maybe, I mean, we've just gotten out of the holiday season for a lot of people, so maybe there has been a lot of emotional spending or buying luxury items or something, and I feel like this is saying that obviously you want to keep those emotions in balance. You know, we're seeing this idea of remaining centered and grounded, so there's definitely the need of setting boundaries and perhaps protecting your finances right now. You may be in a situation where you don't want to be overspending or emotionally spending in some kind of a fashion. That may have been a thing for you. I'm not seeing this as being like a major problem right now. I think it's just saying that if it's something you have been doing, we all need to do it once in a while, but it may be time to rein that in a little bit. Third house is Gemini energy, so this has to do with messages, communications. If you're in your own business, this is the house of self-effort. Can have to do with short-term travel, can have to do with writing and communications, of a more superficial kind, I guess you could say. And also potentially with brother and sister relationships. Okay, so you have Nephthys with the Five of Wands. Somebody's quarreling with their sister, quite literally. Because Nephthys is the card of sister energy in the house of brother and sisters. And Five of Wands is a bit of back and forth. Now, Five of Wands energy is usually, there's like a competition there. So I don't know if you're being competitive with somebody who's a sister, or you feel like they're competing with you. Five of Wands is generally not that serious. There's a sense of needing to cut it out and to kind of stop doing that. I don't know, but there's a vibe here of involving others or getting involved with something maybe that maybe you should just be focusing on yourself and not on other people, or perhaps they should be focusing on themselves and not on you. I don't know. Can go figure out how it goes, but Nepenthes here, I mean, if it's not about a sibling relationship, let's just say you say, hey, but I don't have any siblings. Okay, then this would definitely be a situation that there may be a situation where there is some kind of quarrel or some kind of competition or some kind of outside influence coming in that's not asked for, and this may be something that I don't know. There's an element with Nepenthes, if it doesn't have to do with sisterhood, with what's unknown or what's unexpected. Okay, so or what has not happened yet. So I don't know. There could be some concerns or some communications about something you're waiting for, and perhaps too many people are involved in whatever this is and the communications around this. If this has to do with a business thing, yeah, then this may be just something that you're waiting on. You're waiting for a ship to come in, and maybe there's just you're feeling like there's a lot of competition right now. But Five of Wands is never generally that serious. It's more of a nuisance than anything else. Fourth house is Cancer energy, so this has to do with family, home and family. It has to do with so you talk literally with your house, with your family, and also potentially with the mother. And okay, we've got the Eight of Pentacles with the Buckle of Isis. Okay, so Buckle of Isis, I feel like it's more of a fifth house thing. Sometimes in the fourth house, though, I think also there could be a pregnancy or there could be a child being a factor here, whether this is you or somebody else. Maybe somebody's mother is pregnant again. I mean, I don't know. This is a very strong card of pregnancy, so I see it when it houses connected to motherhood and fertility. That is always a possibility here. Now, if that doesn't apply to you and you say, nope, that's definitely not me, then there's definitely the sense that something connected to a home or family situation where a sacrifice is required here. You've got this Buckle of Isis, the need to either let something go or to put work into something. Either way, I feel like there's more of a sense of letting go of something will be rewarded. I can't help but notice Nepenthes here is number 7, and Buckle of Isis 25. 2 and 5 adds up to 7. I don't know why the number 7 may or may not be important here. You've got this with the Eight of Pentacles. So the Eight of Pentacles has to do with work, okay? So for some of you, maybe this is going to be that you're going to be working from home. I don't know. There could be something where you've decided that maybe that's the sacrifice that you're going to make. Maybe if your finances if you've been doing a lot of spending, maybe now you're taking on some kind of work that you can do from home, because Eight of Pentacles definitely is about putting our efforts in and keeping busy. There's a strong Virgo vibe with Eight of Pentacles. So this is about being invested in our work, getting organized. You see the bee here, with the hive. There's definitely this idea of putting work into something. So again, this is connected to your home, or this could be connected to a family situation. But any work that you put in, that it is a good thing. It'll be rewarded. Fifth house, this has to do with love affairs, children, and potentially creativity. Okay, so we have fire with the Four of Wands. And I can't help but to notice we've got an 11 here, and then we've got the 11 here. We've got like this gateway with these magpies, okay, on this card. And so the number 11 here in this particular house, okay, I feel like now 11 can be, people often say it's a number that suggests you're on the right path with something, but it can also be about moving through a gateway and doing something new. So this could have to do with you, with a creative project you have. Could have to do with a relationship you have, or it could have to do with one of your children. There's this idea of a gateway that needs to be moved through. There needs to be, fire comes up when there's either an inspiration to do something new, and maybe that's where this gateway energy comes from. Maybe you're passing through towards, working on a new thing. Fire may also have to do with purging or getting rid of things that are no longer appropriate. Okay, so yeah, there's definitely this sense of passing through here. And moving on to the next thing. And so you're either going to be inspired to move on to this next thing creatively, or again, if this has to do with another person or with a child, or there's going to be a movement ahead that's going to require you to get rid of some things. So take that as it resonates. Sixth house is Virgo energy. So this has to do with your health, have to do with a job. If you are working, if you have pets, it could have to do with a pet. This also has to do with, is also the house of worry. So this is generally things we may have anxiety about or be concerned about. Okay, so you have air with the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is there's like a third party situation here. Air can have to do with messages or communications. Could have to do with friendships. So I don't know, for some of you, maybe this is going to be, usually there's an element of celebration to this. So, but there seems like there's a third party coming in here. Maybe this is connected to a job for some of you, or a job opportunity. Maybe there is I don't know, there's definitely, or this has to do with a reconciliation or somebody coming around again. Sometimes Three of Cups has to do with the return of somebody. But I don't know. I feel like there's messages or communications, maybe somebody returning. The fact that this is in the house of worry, I don't know if I feel like this has to do with a health situation so much. I feel like it has more to do with, like with the return, like with some kind of either situation that involves a third person or reconciliation with somebody. And perhaps this is something that you have some concerns about, because you've got air here. But I feel like there's a need here for you to detach yourself from your emotions in whatever situation this is. The general tone of this reconciliation actually feels quite good, quite celebratory. So, yeah. I'm not sure, like, and this is an interesting house for it to be in. So I feel like I have to only feel like it's connected to a job, or it's just about some situation that you've been worried about. Seventh house, this is Libra energy, and this has to do with partnerships, relationships, marriages, any kind of legally binding contracts. Like, so if you're in a business, in a relationship, if you're in a contract with somebody, then that would be a kind of a partnership that you would see here. Okay, so we have water with the Two of Swords. This is interesting. Now, this could mean an involvement with a water sign person. If you are already married, that could be an indication there. This could be a trip to water or across water for you or for your partner. But there's also this Two of Swords. So there's this indication that a decision about something needs to be made. It's interesting because you have the Four of Wands down here. And again, you have almost this other 11 here. You know what I mean? This has something to do with some kind of a partnership situation. There's a need to make a decision. There's a need to move ahead with something. And you've got the Four of Wands here. You've got the 2 here. Yeah, 11, this adds up to 2, and this adds up to 4. 1 and 3, there's a 13 on here, adds up to 4. So you've got 2 and 4 here, which is interesting because 2 is about making decisions, and 4 is about, being in a stable spot. But water is definitely about movement and change. So there's, if you've been in a stagnant relationship situation or a situation where you've been waiting on something, maybe you have been stuck, this does seem to indicate that there is going to be movement again or change. This could also indicate traveling somewhere to see somebody. You know what I mean? This is water. And this has more to do with long-term relationships. This has more to do with short-term relationships. So I don't know. If you're not married and you're looking to be married, if you've got a partner over here, maybe there's decisions being made here. This may be telling you that whatever's at stalemate right now is eventually going to move and change. If you're already married, then I would still say there's a situation where there's a stalemate that's going to change. So, or if you're married, or whatever relationship you feel that might apply to. 8th house is your own energy, Scorpio. And this is a house of transformation, life, death, more esoteric things, and also other people's money. Now we have the Hierophant with Urias. Okay, So Urias comes up when something in your energy is not what it appears to be. Urias sometimes, this will come up if somebody does actually practice some kind of esoteric practice, whether it be occult, whether it be tantric, whether it be magical, whatever you want to call it. Sometimes this card will come up if somebody is, usually if someone's an adept at that. And as Murray Hope pointed out, there's not necessarily a whole lot of adepts out there. But this could be about manipulating situations. But I also feel like Urias, more often than not, Urias has to do with things coming, or situation being not what we think it is, okay? So there may be surprises coming in for us. Now, this is connected to the Hierophant. So the Hierophant has to do with tradition. This has to do with higher levels of commitment. And usually it has to do with tradition in terms of like the church or religion or something like that. But it doesn't have to. Hierophant can just mean that you need to do something a tried and true way. It's funny because right now we're in a period of time Pluto's moving into Aquarius. So we're moving into a time frame where we are moving out of Capricorn energy. We're moving out of that old way of doing things. But this is almost suggesting that a tried and true way of dealing with something may be the right way for you, okay? And I feel like there's just going to be some changes coming up that you do not expect here, okay? My experience with Urias is that when it comes up, it's not usually pointing to a negative experience, just something that we're not aware of. It's not on our radar for whatever reason. Or it could just be that we are seeing a situation a particular way and we don't have all the facts right now, or we're going to be surprised by some element of it, like thinking, oh, I thought it was A, and it's actually B. So, so take that as it resonates for you. 9th house is Sag energy, so this is long-distance travel, higher education, so colleges, universities, again, religious organizations, anything having to do with deeper thought or expansion of knowledge, okay? So for some of you, this could have to do with, taking a workshop, a class, a certification. It doesn't just have to be university ed. But you have the Knight of Pentacles with Pyramid. Okay. Well, this is definitely not a card of long-distance travel. I mean, this doesn't suggest it for you right now. But Pyramid suggests a test situation. And Knight of Pentacles can suggest something around finances, or at least around a situation where there's not a lot of movement. Now, you've got I think the donkey is the card that they have here. But usually in the Rider-Waite deck, for instance, the knights are all usually on horses and they're rushing. This is the only card where the knight is not moving. So there's this idea of slow and steady progress with something. So something is moving very, very slowly here. And Pyramid also has to do with slow movement, something that's going to take a lot of time. Now, for some of you, this could have to do with legal matters, because that is another thing that falls under the purview of the 9th house. You'd think it'd be under the 7th house, but it is under the 9th house. Or if you're in a school situation or something, maybe again, it's just saying what you're going through, you just may have to plod through and it may take some time. There may be something that you're learning and it's kind of a slow grow. You may be challenged at some points because Pyramid is about good news eventually, but there definitely is a sense of being tested or challenged with something. And the test or challenge may have to do with your patience, because this does feel like this is something where you have to take things one step at a time or very slowly. Okay, 10th house, Capricorn energy. This is your career, reputation, fame, can have to do with the father potentially as well. Okay, so let me just look down here with air. For some of you, this is a change in job, okay? There is definitely a change in this house. You have Scarab with Death, and these both mean the same thing. And they both add up to number 4, by the way. Where else do you have a 4? You have a 4 here. You have a 4 here. Got some 3s as well. Let's see. 7, 9, 7. You got a bunch of 7s. Got 4s. I'm just looking at what else we have here. And see if we have any other 4s. Yeah, you got the Emperor in the center of your deck. That's another 4. But yeah, this is like, okay, you've got the gateway here. You're passing through something. And this definitely seems to be in terms of your career or your reputation or your legacy, like what you're leaving behind for others. Something is going to change here, okay? So again, this could be a career change for some of you. If some of you are still in a particular job or career, this could just be saying, that you're going to be moving into a different type of job. For some people, that could even be a promotion or something, or just doing different work within the same place. I don't know, but something is definitely ending and something else new is taking its place. So take that as it resonates. But if something has ended, like let's just say there's been a job loss recently, or you've made a decision to leave a job, I definitely feel like if you've made the decision to leave a job, it's been the right time to do it. And if you were laid off or something happened, then this is saying no, something new is definitely around the corner here. And that could be where this Three of Cups down here, maybe there's going to be somebody in your friend group or something. I feel like there's a celebratory aspect to this. So I don't necessarily feel like this is somebody who's lost their job. I feel like it's somebody who's making a change that's kind of been overdue, because there's a celebratory thing, but there could also be a third party or somebody who is assisting you with this new change. Maybe it's a collaboration with somebody, who knows. Okay, 11th house, Aquarius energy. Aquarius is about your goals, your destiny, and about your friends, your friendships, your networks, whether they be personal friends, whether they be in your business network or something like that. Yeah, and we've got a card. Oh, and literally what I just said down here. You've got the Ace of Pentacles with the twins. So yeah, this is almost the idea that somebody who's a friend or somebody in your network bringing you some kind of new income stream or something new financially, okay? So for some of you, if a new job is needed or if a new job is being sought, somebody in your network or your friend group is going to turn you on to what this is, or maybe they're going to be providing it. I don't know. But there's definitely a sense of a new beginning here financially. And for some of you, yeah, this is going to be a job or a career change. Air is also a card of change down here. Yeah, I feel like Scorpio, like you are, you're getting ready to move into a new phase. You're getting ready to do something new. And this is going to be more about, about getting financial security for yourself. And I feel like this is going to arrive through another person. Like there's going to be somebody, and it's not talking about this person like they're a job recruiter or something like that. It sounds more like it's somebody either who you've worked with in the past or just somebody who is who has a friend or some other kind of personal connection. Now, if you're saying to me, well, no, I'm not doing anything new, then perhaps you are going to be the person providing that for somebody else. Maybe you're going to connect somebody up with something that is helpful to them. Okay, so now let's look at the 12th house. This is Pisces energy. This is what you don't show to people. This may be what you fear. What's hidden. Now you've got Earth with the Sun. These are actually both very good cards. And Earth has to do with security and stability. The Sun shines a light on something. So now, okay, knowing Scorpio energy, okay, just knowing the trait of your particular sign. Scorpionic energy is very deep and it's hidden. So the idea that the sun is shining on this house may not be something that you like. You may not want attention being drawn from the outside to your inner world, so to speak. And there may be some underlying concerns about security here. That said, this can be the house of 12th house is often a house that when you have strong planetary activity there, it means that you are the type of person who should work independently. So when I go back and see this idea of working from home, I don't know. I feel like you may be setting up some kind of business or doing something from home, or somebody's making a job offer where you can work from home. Because this also can be the idea of having success and finding happiness in something and financial stability through something you're doing independently and away from people. So not in an office, not under a supervisor, like something like that, So that may be a strong thing for some of you here, especially since I'm seeing like this little worker bee energy in the home. So that may be the case for some of you. If not, like I said, there could just be some concerns about security or about people knowing your business, especially if you're protecting your money over here. But yeah, again, I'm seeing this energy of not everything being what it appears to be here. Other interesting observation, you've got Urias in your house, which is the 8th. That's 1 plus 8. It's card number 18, okay? So it's 1 plus 8. And then you've got card number 9 over here in the opposite house. These both have to do with finance. This has to do with your finance, other people's finances, and you have a number 9. There's a 9 here, and 1 plus 8 is 9. So, I don't know. There could be a number 9 in connection to your finances, something happening in 9 days, 9 weeks, 9 months, the 9th month, September, I don't know. But there's some strong 9 energy here in connection with your finances. So just might be just something to note. Sometimes these things aren't always as meaningful as they appear to be, but my attention was drawn to it, so that may be meaningful to you. Okay, so overall you have Sirius with the Emperor. Yeah, this is the idea that you need to kind of get to work, think outside the box, take charge of things. Emperor energy is definitely being a leader. It's Aries energy, so there's definitely a sense of you taking charge of something, okay? And with Sirius, yeah, this maybe requires some effort on your part. Sometimes this just also has to do with physical health, getting ourselves back in shape with something. But I also feel, excuse me, now that we're moving into this Aquarian space, I'm sorry, Pluto in Aquarius, this may be saying, it's just time to look at things differently and expand your way of thinking. Excuse me, jeez. Ugh, out of nowhere. Okay, so let's draw your essential oil oracle card, Scorpio. So what does Scorpio need to know this week? Okay, this isn't usually the name of an oil because this is the essential oil oracle, and the oil blend is called Women's. The key phrase on here is soften. Your trigger statement is, I take control. Your true statement is, I am compassionate. Take a moment and allow yourself to see things from your heart center. From that place, sorry, I'm trying to read this. Allow your intuition to guide you. Okay, so this is saying to think with your heart and not with your head, okay? It's interesting because you have this card of control in the middle, but, it's quite possible that, again, when we're uncertain about things, when we think we have maybe hidden enemies or certain things going on, or maybe we're quarreling with people, which, okay, just may or may not be the case. I feel like that message I got here was very, like, it literally just came out. I feel like it's very specific to one person. So, so I don't think that's more general for everybody. But, yeah, there's definitely a sense here that you want to, whatever decisions you're making right now, whatever changes you're making, do it from the heart space, not from the head. So I hope this was helpful to you, Scorpio. Thank you so much for watching. If you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment if you like. And if you enjoy this channel, please consider subscribing. Hit the bell notification so you don't miss any videos. These usually come out every Monday. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.